blissful morning, wherever you are on this blissful planet. Happy blissful day. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling with your hands? Are you feeling with your brain? Or are you feeling with your heart? How are you feeling today? Such a blissful day. Well, it's evening here in Cape Town. And in today's video, I read an article. And in this article, it was very, very interesting from Inspire. And it stated that like 96% of people actually fail at manifesting desires using the law of attraction or the law of assumption. And I mean, that's a huge, 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 huge number, right? 96% of people. And when you ask yourself why, and I want to actually share with you the why is that? Why is that? And just to start it off, I want to ask you guys, just want to see if I can chat. Let's see if I can post something in the chat here. Well, doesn't seem like it, but I want to ask you guys, right, a question. I want to ask you, have you had success manifesting your big money financial goal? Or have you had any success manifesting financial abundance using the law of assumption or the law of attraction? I want to actually know, please let me know if you had any success. If you had any success manifesting your big money goals or financial abundance, because I'm going to share with you some powerful steps and techniques that you can apply right now, today, to actually manifest financial abundance and to manifest your big money goals. Because if you think about it, right, manifestation is, for me, it's like a superpower. Manifestation is really like a superpower. It really is a shortcut to enhance your life in so many ways. It can actually transform all aspects of your life. That's how powerful manifestation is. Honestly, I mean, I've used manifestation to manifest like perfect health. So before we get into the money, I want to share with you guys that when I understood how to actually manifest, and when I understood that, okay, you can have anything you want, it doesn't matter, I was supposed to actually wear like glasses, because I went to the optometrist and the optometrist told me that, hey, by the way, your eyesight is not good. You don't have good eyesight. And the optometrist told me that I need glasses. And I was like, no ways. I don't want to wear glasses. No ways. So what I did, I used manifestation to improve my eyesight. But I did not just want good eyesight. I wanted 20/20 vision. In other words, I want to sit and be able to see any sign and be able to read that. I want to watch a movie, and when there's words, anything to read that, I want to actually see that as well. And if I'm driving, I want to actually see where I'm at. So previously it wasn't like that. So all I did was just accepting that I had perfect 2020 vision. So this is what I did. I told myself that I'm so happy and grateful now that I have perfect 2020 vision. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have the perfect 2020 vision. And I did that for about, say, 2 or 3 weeks. And then I started noticing a change in the fourth week. And the good thing is my wife, Kylie, actually noticed as well. She's like, whoa, your eyesight is improving. And I told her that I accepted that I now have perfect 2020 vision. So that's why I don't need glasses anymore. Now, that's basically the introduction, just to share with you how powerful manifestation is. Because manifestation is a superpower. You can literally have anything you want and more. So, the thing is, you don't want to be shy, you do not want to be shy. You actually want to be the man that has it all, or you want to be the woman that has it all. So, before we begin, also, I just want to share that because it's Black Friday, we do have a 50% discount on our one-on-one coaching as well. So I'm going to post it in the chat. So that's a 50% discount on our one-on-one coaching. So now I also just want to talk about this. Like, how do you know if you need one-on-one coaching? So I want to share a personal story, right? So I wanted to take my telecoms business to $1 million. And I kind of knew what I was supposed to do. I knew that, okay, I had to do this, I had to do that, because I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I also read a lot of books. I also bought a lot of courses as well. And I tried to actually take my telecoms business to $1 million, but for some reason, I kept on hitting a stumbling block. And I struggled for years, like 2 or 3 years. And I asked myself, but why is it so tough? Why is it so challenging for me? Why couldn't I just take my business to $1 million? Especially if I knew how my peers and like all my friends that were also in the industry, they all thrive. They made even more than $1 million. They like killed it, man. And I had to ask myself, what is wrong with me? Why is it that they can succeed and not me? And so it's so funny because when you ask yourself questions, your mind answers. When you ask yourself questions, your mind answers. So when I ask myself a question like, why is it that they succeed and not me? You see, with me is I knew everything. I knew the theory. I read the books. I did the courses and stuff like that. But the one thing that I did not do was apply the information and integrate it. So I believe that for some reason that there's going to be a miracle and the universe is going to transform my telecoms business and I'm going to manifest $1 million. That's what I believed. But that's not how it works, because manifestation is an inside job, because you do not manifest what you want. You manifest who you are. Let me repeat that. You do not manifest what you want. You manifest who you are. So it's only when you change who you are and then your 3D changes. So in the case of manifesting big money goals and financial abundance, in order for you to manifest your big money goals or financial abundance, you have to change who you are. So what does that mean? You have to shift from a lack mindset to an abundance mindset. So the moment you actually shift how you're thinking and how you see yourself, then your 3D then changes as well. You see, that's how it works. Now, how you know if you like thinking, hey, do I actually need like one-on-one coaching, or do I need someone to help me? If you know exactly what to do and you do not do it, you procrastinate, you're playing games with yourself, you're contradicting yourself, and you keep on wavering, that means that you actually need someone to hold your hand and to tell you exactly what to do and how to do it. And most importantly, to keep you accountable. Because if you have someone that keeps you accountable to ensure that you do what you're supposed to do, you're obviously going to succeed. But to do it on your own, it can be challenging, because today you do it because you're fired up, you've listened to this video, and you're like full of energy and you're motivated and you're inspired. But then tomorrow, life happens and you forget about it and you go back to your old self. But now if you had a coach or mentor, your coach and mentor can ensure that you do what you're supposed to do because they keep you accountable. So I just wanted to share that, because when I decided to work with a coach, and within 9 months, my telecoms business reached $1 million. I would not have reached that $1 million if I did not work with a coach. And the reason why I had to get that coach is just to freaking keep me accountable, because I was all over the place. I had information overload, and I told myself, okay, I'm going to do it. Tomorrow, I'm going to do it. This evening, I'm going to do it. And I like told myself that, but life happened and I didn't do it. So I'm glad that I actually, did that. So I just wanted to share, with you guys as well. So if you really want a shortcut to ensure that you manifest your big money goals, we're not talking about like small monies here. We're talking about big money goals and financial abundance. If you need that, then it would be in your best interest to actually work with a coach or mentor, right? So we obviously here to assist you and to help you as well. And because it's Black Friday, we're actually offering 50% off our coaching and one-on-one coaching and mentoring as well. You just have to enter the code Bliss50, as you can see there in the chat, Bliss50, and you can work with us one-on-one. We hold your hand, we tell you exactly what to do, and we ensure that you shift to the person who now has your desire, whatever that is. Now let us get started with why is it that only 4% of people manifest their big money goals and financial abundance. The first step, why only 4% of people succeed at manifesting financial abundance and their big money goals. The first step is clarity. They know exactly how much they want to manifest, and they also know exactly why they want that amount. So for example, if I had to ask you, how much do you want to manifest? And if you think about it, you're like, you're not clear. You're not clear. you're supposed to like say immediately, I want $10,000. Now, if you are clear in saying, okay, I want $10,000, then you have to ask yourself, why do you want $10,000? Why? Because if you do not know why you want $10,000, then you're going to forget about that desire tomorrow because it's got no meaning to you and it has no purpose. So it's very important to be clear in how much you want to manifest, how much money, and why you want to manifest that amount. So for example, if you want $10,000, right? And you say that the reason why I want $10,000 is because I want to surprise my mother, father, or partner. I want to surprise my mother, father, or partner to their dream vacation. Now, check this out. That is now bringing so much meaning to your desire. So much meaning to your desire. Because now, all of a sudden, you know exactly why you want the $10,000. It's not just like, oh, I want $100,000. I want $1 million. No, you know exactly why. Now that why is very important because the why is actually going to get you out of bed. You see why clarity is so important. Clarity is very, 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 very important. You need to know how much you want and why you want it. That is step one. Now, let me ask you, and I want you to be honest with me. Do you know how much you want to manifest? And do you know why you want it? Let me know in the comments below. Do you know how much you want to manifest and why you want it? Because this is the first step why people fail to manifest their big money goals and financial abundance. Oh, I like that, Scott. Scott says, I know exactly how much money I want. I desire it so I can live a stress-free life, be able to help my family, friends, and buy a property to rent out to the homeless. Okay, awesome. I love that. I love that. I love that. So, Scott is very clear and, he's got a purpose. He knows exactly why he wants that money. Now, let's go to step two. Step two is, so first of all, for the people that's just joining in now, step one is clarity. Know exactly how much money you want and why you want it. And step two is acceptance and embodiment. So in other words, if your goal is $10,000, step two is you have to accept that you are the $10,000 man or you are the $10,000 woman. So you have to see yourself as a person who is earning $10,000. And you ask yourself, okay, how does a person act that earns $10,000? How does that person think? How does that person feel? Who is that person that is earning $10,000? You ask yourself this. And then when you are clear, oh, okay, a person that earns $10,000, they're relaxed, they're satisfied, they're grateful, they just, living a stress-free life. So you know who that person is that earns $10,000. So now that you're clear in who that person is, you now accept that you are that person. It's almost as though you installing it in your mind. You're installing it in your subconscious mind. And then you now embody that new version of yourself. So what do I mean by embody that new version of yourself? You basically step into the $10,000 version. It's almost though you you merge with that person. Ask yourself, okay, so how does a person that earns $10,000 go to sleep? How do they wake up? How do they spend their day? How do they think? How do they feel? How do they act? And when you are clear in what that is, you now accept that that's who you are. And then you now live from that place. What do I mean by living from that place? When you think about your bank balance, you see $10,000 plus what you currently have. When you go to the stores, the supermarkets, when you do online purchases, you see $10,000 already in your bank account, because the only true reality is in your imagination. It's in your mind. So if you can see $10,000 in your mind right now, it means that it is available to you. So if you can see $10,000 right now while you're listening to me, if you can see it in your bank account, it means that it exists. Because everything exists in your imagination. Your job is just to select it. Your job is to choose it. Your job is to accept that you already have it, and to remain faithful to that. And when you remain faithful to that, your 3D catches up to your new mindset. So your 3D catches up to, oh, Gabriel is now a $10,000 man. And so your 3D then conforms, and it reflects the $10,000 through opportunities, connections, and sometimes just unexpected income. But the beautiful thing is with manifestation is it comes in unlimited ways. So you do not want to limit yourself and say, no, I want to win the lottery. If you say, no, I want to win the lottery because I need $100,000, you're limiting yourself. Why don't you say that I am the $100,000 woman, I am the $100,000 man, you accept that you are it, and now you're allowing the universe or your God self to provide you the $100,000 in unlimited ways. It can come through the lottery, it can come through casinos, it can come through your job, it can come through your business, it can come through opportunities, it can come through inheritance, it can come through a friend, and you could also pick it up as well. So there's unlimited ways on how you can actually receive your manifestation. The very important thing is not to limit yourself. You don't just want to tell yourself, no, I want it from my business. I want it from my job. I want it from the lottery. No, you accept that you already have it and allow your God self to do the rest. The how is not your job. Your job is to enjoy the now. Your job is to appreciate what's happening right now. Enjoy the now and forget the how. So that's step 2. Step 2 is acceptance and embodiment. You accept that you are the $10,000 man. You are the $10,000 woman. And you embody that version. And how you embody that version is by living from that version. When you accept that you are the $10,000 man, You are the $10,000 woman. You live from that place. You see the $10,000 in your bank account. And you do not contradict yourself. You do not waver. So in other words, if you accept that you are the $10,000 man, you are the $10,000 woman, and you go to make a purchase later on, and you don't look at your balance and say, oh, I don't have more, I don't have enough. No, you see your balance as $10,000 plus what you currently have, even though you can't see it with your 3D eyes. You have to see it with your imaginal eye, your first eye. Because your first eye is your real eyes. There's only one reality. There's only one true reality, and that's in your mind. You first have to see it in your mind, accept it in your mind, and then only it reflects in this 3D world, which is just a reflection, which is just a mirror. So that's step one, clarity. Step two, acceptance and embodiment. And step three, you know what's going to happen? The moment you accept that you are the $10,000 man or the $10,000 woman, you know what's going to happen? Your mind is going to say, nope, you're not good enough, you're not worthy. And the 3D is also going to say, don't talk shit, you don't have it. Now, step three is to release and let go of the limiting beliefs and attachments. So when you're now experiencing all these limiting beliefs that your mind now present to you and the 3D present to you, you have to face it and not run away from it, not hide from it, face it and release it and let it go. Usually what we do is the moment the 3D says, no, don't talk shit, you don't have a $10,000, and then we give up. And when our mind says, no, you're not worthy, you're not good enough, it's not the time, and then boom, we give up. And then we go to the next video, the next technique, the next method. And that's an endless cycle. And then the next thing you know, it's 10 years and you still have not manifested financial abundance. You still have not manifested your big money goal. It's because you are not bold enough. You are running away when the 3D challenges you. When you're getting triggered, you're running away. When your mind says, no, you're running away. You have to face it because you have to understand who you are. You are not the mind. You are not the body. You are the awareness, infinite awareness that is aware of the mind and the body. Now that awareness is infinite and it's limitless. That is who you are. So when the mind challenges you, triggers you, you as the driver, you have to understand your body and your mind is a vehicle. Your body and your mind is just like your vehicle. I want you to become aware of your vehicle. You see the vehicle that you drive every day? You know that you're not the vehicle. You are the driver. You never say that I am the vehicle, I am my car. No, you know that you're the driver. Now, similarly, with your body and your mind, you should know that your body and your mind is also a vehicle, and you are not this vehicle. You are just using your body and your mind to experience the 3D. The moment you identify yourself with your body and your mind, you're lost. You pretty much lost the 3D game. Because the moment your mind tells you that you don't have it, you're going to accept it. And you're going to believe your mind. And when the 3D says you don't have it, you're going to believe the 3D. You have to know who you are. You are the God self having a human experience. You are a spiritual being having a human experience. Now, when you know who you are, you're unstoppable. Nothing can do anything to you, not even the devil himself. The devil can show himself right now and you can laugh in his face because you know that you are 1,000,000 times more powerful than the devil. Because you are source, you are God. You created the devil. He doesn't have anything. You can't even compare the devil to you. And I know that obviously devil is relative, because it's like, it means different things to a lot of, people. But the point that I want to make is that you have to know who you are. If you do not know who you are, this life is going to be challenging because you're going to fall for everything. But if you know who you are, you're going to stand tall and nothing or no one can come against you because you know that you are not just the body, you are not just the mind, you are the driver of this vehicle. And it's very important to experience your true identity. That's why in our coaching, we have our clients experience their true identity. Because it's no use you read in Neville's books and watch YouTube videos and you hear people say, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God. If you do not have an experience of who you are, you'll never know. But when you do have an experience, you become unstoppable. And no one or nothing can take it away from you. So step 3 is release and let go. So when your mind says you don't have it, the 3D says you don't have it, you can say that it's already a done deal. And you can release those limiting beliefs and you release those attachments because it's no longer serving you. And step 4 is gratitude. You are being grateful for your current bank account balance. Even if you have $100 in your bank account, you are grateful for that $100 in your bank account. You express your gratitude. You say, I'm so grateful for the money that I have in my bank account. I'm so grateful for my clothes. I'm grateful for the roof over my head. I'm grateful for the food I had today. I'm grateful for my phone. I'm grateful for my Wi-Fi. I'm grateful for the data. And you specify why. Why are you grateful for your phone? Because you get to watch this. Why are you grateful for your clothes? Because it's protecting you from the sun. Why are you grateful for the roof over your head? Because you're living comfortably. You specify why you're grateful. See, because when you express your gratitude, you are telling yourself that you are abundant. Because you are focusing on what you want instead of what you do not want. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you express your gratitude this morning for your pillow, for your blanket, for your bed? Did you express your gratitude this morning for your existence? When you looked at yourself in the mirror, did you express your gratitude for your body? When you had your breakfast this morning and your coffee, did you say thank you? Or did you just take it for granted? You're like, oh, it's just another day. You see, gratitude is a lifestyle. Just like abundance and wealth is a lifestyle. The moment you make gratitude a lifestyle, your mind will shift from lack to abundance. Gratitude will transform your life instantly. But a lot of people, just including me, I was like, oh man, no, this gratitude is just hippie stuff. I don't need that. I don't need to say be like grateful every day. I don't need that. You know? I was like, nah, forget about that. When I started practicing gratitude, within 2 weeks, my entire life shifted because now I was focusing on what I want. Because previously, before gratitude, I used to complain about what I don't want, complain about the weather, complain about the government, complain, and always just focusing on what I do not want. All of a sudden, when I started a gratitude attitude, I shifted because I now focus on what I want. Gratitude is powerful. It's so powerful that I actually tattooed it. I tattooed thank you, yeah? Show you. I don't know if you can see. So I've got thank you. See here. Wait, let me do this. I got thank you. I tattooed thank you on my arm. Because every day I see thank you. And I remind myself how powerful gratitude is. Gratitude saved me from freaking anxiety, you know. I was supposed to take medication for anxiety, but gratitude freaking saved my life. I started a gratitude journal, and then the anxiety all of a sudden just disappeared. Why? Because I did not focus on, oh, woe is me, and just like no one likes me, no one, wants to give me approval and validation, feeling sorry for myself. No, I started focusing on what I have. I started saying, I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful for my body. I'm grateful for my clothes. I'm grateful for the water, Water, let me have a sippy. And when I started that gratitude journey, anxiety, poof, disappeared. That is step number 4, gratitude. Now, step number 5, inspired action. Now, listen, if you want to manifest big money goals and financial abundance, and if you think that you can only sit on your couch and do nothing, you're probably going to wait on your couch until Jesus comes back. You have to take inspired action. And inspired action is basically your new state leading you and telling you what to do. So for example, if your goal is $10,000 and you close your eyes, you say, okay, now that I am accepting that I am the person who has $10,000, what inspired action can I take today? And you wait and you see what comes up. Now, inspired action can be as simple as making a call, writing an email, reaching out to someone, starting a new business, sending your CV for a new opportunity. Whatever comes up for you, you do it. You don't wait for the universe to miraculously, do something. You have to take inspired action. I'm not talking about effort and hustle. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you going within and asking whatever you call that power, God, self, universe, you ask that power, hey, now that I've accepted that I have my desire, what inspired action can I take now? That power will guide you and lead you. Why? Because I know I'm like a perfect example of that every single day. I ask that power. I said, hey, what inspired action can I take today? Sometimes I don't get anything, but later on, when I go for a walk and then boom, something comes to my mind. When I brush my teeth and then boom, something comes to my mind. And also, when you look at all Neville Goddard's success stories, it was always inspired action. Because sometimes it's easy to say that, oh yeah, but Neville said that you don't have to lift the finger, you don't have to lift the finger. Yes, you don't have to lift the finger, but if your state, your new self-concept guides you on telling you like, to do this, to do that, then you have to do it. You can't just sit and wait and miraculously see if the universe or the moon or God is going to actually boom. I manifested loads of huge, big desires in my life. And let me tell you something. Each and every one of those desires, I had to act. But I was inspired. My dream cars, I had to there was inspired action. My wife, inspired action. The $1 million in my telecoms business, inspired action. Even the lottery, inspired action. Physical health, inspired action. Manifesting for other people, inspired action. I had to act. Now let's bring everything together. The reason why only 4% of people manifest big money goals and financial abundance is because they know exactly, number one, they know exactly how much money they want and why they want it. And number two, they accept that they are now the person who has that amount and they live from that. And number three, they release and let go any limiting belief or attachment that is blocking them from having that desire. And number four, gratitude. They are grateful for what they have right now, and they're grateful for their future desires as well. And number five, inspired action. Now, when you apply these 5 steps on a daily basis, 5 steps, it's a massive, massive, massive recipe for success. You apply these 5 steps every single day for 2 weeks, you will feel, you'll shift. You'll shift. You'll start seeing the 3D, showing you evidences of your new desire. But if you need help to apply these 5 steps, and if you need help with accountability, we can actually help you to manifest your big money goals and financial abundance. As a matter of fact, because it's Black Friday, when you look at the comments here, we have 50% off our one-on-one coaching. 50% off our one-on-one coaching, where we show you on a daily basis how to apply these 5 steps and how to transform your life, how to transform your business, how to manifest your big money goals and financial abundance. And the beautiful thing about our coaching is we provide you with daily accountability, where we ensure that you do what you're supposed to do. Because we as humans, you tell me, oh yeah, Gabriel, I'm going to do it. And then tomorrow something happens and you don't do it. But if you have someone that keeps you accountable, then you're going to do it. Because now you obviously have to make sure that, hey, I have to report. And so we have a way just to send us feedback after you've done what you're supposed to do. It's like working with a personal trainer. You know that that personal trainer is watching you. You know that you're supposed to do 10 push-ups. If you do not do 10 push-ups, the personal trainer is going to help you. And the personal trainer is going to champion you and say, hey, you can do it, man. Come on, 2 more. Come on, you're on 8. 2 more, 9. Come on, one more, 10. And the moment you do 10, you're like, yes, well done, well done. You know, you have that support. That's what we provide you. The only reason why I provide daily accountability to my clients is because I spend just below $100,000 on coaching and mentoring. And the one thing that I did not receive was that daily accountability. And I told myself, if I had to receive that daily accountability, I would have been way much, further than what I was right now. So that's why I'm actually offering that, to our clients, because I know how valuable that is. As a matter of fact, that is priceless. That is priceless. So now, if you have any questions for me, if you have any questions, please let me know. Shoot. Okay, so Frida asks, hi Gabriel, after I do my 5 steps, please tell me what should I do? Well, you see, the 5 steps is designed in such a way that, so the 5 steps is designed in such a way. So the first step is, it triggers your brain's reticular activation system. And that's basically your brain filtering in what's important to you. So if your goal is $10,000, your brain is only going to now show you signs and evidences of $10,000. And it's only going to provide you with opportunities for $10,000 because you're now clear. And then step 2, when you now accept that you are the person who already has $10,000 and you live from that place, it then triggers your brain's amygdala. Now, the amygdala is basically just that part of the brain that, keeps you safe, and it basically assesses whether the information that it got from the reticular activation system is good or bad. So based on that information, it then produces a chemical. Now, it could be, serotonin, dopamine, all those feel good, hormones. So when you are now on the roll and you know exactly what you want, you're now actually going to obviously feel good about your life, because your life is now going to become purposeful instead of purposeless, right? And then step 3, you then release any limiting belief that may come up, because we all have, most of us have limiting beliefs and, mental blocks and emotional blocks because of our conditioning when we came to this planet. When we came to this planet, a lot of people, especially our parents and teachers, told us that, you're not good enough, you don't deserve it, you're not worthy. And we obviously, most of us actually accepted that. And now, because we've accepted it when we were children, it's now shaping our reality. And now if we try to actually manifest, especially love or money, that's the 2 big ones. That's the 2 big ones. It's always like, you have to understand, if you do not have or live in financial abundance, you have a subconscious belief that states that you are not worthy. So let me repeat that. If you did not manifest your big money goals or financial abundance yet, you have a subconscious belief that states that you are not worthy. That's the reason why you don't have it. Because if you actually believed that you are worthy of financial abundance, of course you'll have financial abundance. But we're talking subconsciously. Now, what do I mean by subconsciously? I mean unconsciously. You're not even aware. You are not even aware that you adopted this belief when you were a child. And this belief states that you are not worthy of abundance. You are not worthy of love. So that's why you can do or try anything. You can listen to sleep, subliminals, sleep, hypnosis, subliminals. You can try anything under the sun and nothing works. The reason why nothing works is because you have a unconscious belief, a subconscious belief, which states that you are not worthy. Now check this out. Let me give you some good news. When you release that belief, you then are opening up yourself to financial abundance and wealth and big money goals. Now, it's very important to be honest with yourself. Don't be like me. I used to tell myself, no, I don't have limiting beliefs. I don't have mental blocks. I don't have emotional blocks. I don't have, but I didn't have my desires. I did not have my desires, but because I read Neville Goddard said, oh, you are God. A God doesn't have limiting beliefs. A God doesn't have attachments. That's how I used to read it. I'm like, oh no, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God, I'm God. But then I had to actually come to reality and say, hey, Gabriel, stop lying to yourself. You say that you are God, but you don't have your desires. You're still broke. You're still lonely, but you are God. Is that really how God is supposed to live? So I had to come to grips with myself and be honest with myself. Yes, you are God, but you are having a human experience. Now, your human experience has been conditioned since you were a baby. Now, you have to find out if you do perhaps have beliefs that are limiting you from having abundance or from having your desires. You have to ask yourself, do I have any beliefs that's limiting me? Do I have any attachments? Ask yourself that. Your mind will give you the answer. And whatever your mind tells you, release it because it's no longer serving you. So that's step 3, release and let go. And then, so when you release and let go, what it does is it reduces your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone. It reduces and it makes you feel light. And it just makes you feel free because now you're releasing the limiting beliefs, you're releasing attachments. And then step 4, when you express your gratitude, it produces serotonin, dopamine, all the feel-good hormones because you're now expressing your gratitude. You're now saying that I have and I'm thankful. So that's why you feel good, inside your body. You just want to you just want to smile, right? And then step 5, now you say, okay, what inspired action can I take now? You go within and you say, now that I am the person who earns $100,000, what inspired action can I take today? And whatever your new self-concept tells you, you do it. So whether that is you have to go to this, or you have to call this, or you have to send that email, you do it. Sometimes it will feel scary, but you just do it anyway. Because let me tell you something, inspired action, when you do it, it feels effortless, it feels easy, it feels fun, it feels like play, it feels like dance, because it's inspired action. I'm not talking about effort. I'm not talking about hustle. I'm not talking about hard work. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about flow, inspired action. So that's, to answer your question, Frida, that's what you do when you apply the 5 steps. But now within our coaching, we help you do this on a daily basis where you do each step in step. And it only takes like 15 minutes. So we take you through all the steps, and it only takes 15 minutes. 50 minutes a day. But that 15 minutes a day sets the tone for your day. And you know exactly what to do and how to do it. You see? And now all of a sudden, your life becomes one of joy, play, and dance. And bliss, like we call it. Bliss. And bliss is just joy and freedom for us. That's it. Joyful, just be like a kid again. Just be free to be able to do what you want, how you want, and when you want it. Freedom to be you. Freedom to smile, to dance, irrespective of who's watching or what they're saying. You're just being you, which is so cool. Okay, so we've got another question. So, hi, Gabriel. What do you do personally to not react to the 3D? Oh, okay, that's a good question. The 3D, basically, the 3D still triggers me up until this day. But when the 3D triggers me, I know how to navigate it. So if the 3D tells me that, oh no, you don't have your desires, all I do is I just tell the 3D, yes, I hear what you're saying. That used to be my old story. My new story is that I do have my desire. And then I live from that place. And I just tell myself that it's done. And when I tell myself that it's done, my brain, my subconscious mind knows exactly what that means. It means that I have my desire. That's how I navigate my 3D. Okay, Tanisha Wallace said, greetings, I've purchased 2 classes and email coaching. I'm ready to live the abundant life and winning the lottery, buying my dream car and having my dream. Oh, thanks for the support, Tanisha. Yeah, for sure. I'm not too sure if you've purchased it now, so we'll have a look at your email coaching and yeah, we're ready to help you, ready to guide you. And what I want to say is, Tanisha, is that do not just limit yourself on winning the lottery. Don't limit yourself. Remember, lottery is just one of the means that your God self can produce financial abundance to you. There are unlimited ways where you can receive abundance. You can receive abundance through lottery, casino, inheritance, your job, a business opportunity, a friend. You can just pick up some money as well. So rather, what you want to do is just accept that you are now a financially abundant woman, or be clear in how much money you want. Let's just say if you want to win $1 million from the lottery, then accept that you are now a millionaire. Accept that you are a millionaire and then live from that new acceptance. So what then happens is you're now opening up yourself to the universe and to your God self to present you $1 million opportunities from unlimited sources, from the lottery, casino, your business, your job, a friend, a this, a that. It can come from so many ways. You can even receive $1 million out of thin air. You can receive $1 million out of the blue. So do not limit yourself. You have to understand that you are limitless. You are infinite, right? Because if you're going to limit yourself only to the lottery, you're only going to focus on the lottery. And what's that going to happen is your brain's reticular activation system, it's only going to focus the lottery, and then you're going to become probably obsessed, and you're like, oh no, I have to win. And if you do not win, you're going to be disappointed and you're going to feel sad, and that's going to affect you. And then you're going to say, this stuff doesn't work, and you're going to want to give up, because I've been there. You know, I've been there where I just limited myself. So don't limit yourself. Find out how much you want, and then accept that you are the woman who now earns that amount. And then you live from that place. And then the universe or God or the 3D will then show you evidences of that new amount. Right? So don't limit yourself. Do you guys have any more questions before I go? Any more questions? And like I said, if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, we give you 50% off today. It's only available for 24 hours. 50% off because it's Black Friday. One-on-one coaching. If you think that this is giving you value, these pep talks, if you work with us one-on-one for 5 weeks, your life will never be the same again. You won't even recognize yourself after the 5 weeks because we hold you accountable on a daily basis. On a daily basis. It's like we telling you that you are in Barbados. You are in Barbados on a daily basis. Your life will never be the same again. So if you're interested in one-on-one coaching, click on the link. Scroll up here. There's a link where it says that 50% of coaching, and use the code BLISS50. I think BLISS50. Use the code BLISS50. Okay, Marilyn asked, how did you manifest your range? That's a good question. So before I manifested my range, right, I manifested a GTI, and I used to go camping with my GTI. But then I soon realized, okay, so it's a VW GTI, right? And I soon realized, oh, fuck, man, I can't actually, because I had to drive so soft with the GTI. And like, you know, when you go camping, you go on gravel roads and there's stones and there's this and it's hills and stuff like that. So it just was not, practical for me to use a GTI to go camping. And then I saw an ad, and so this ad was on YouTube, and it showed how the Range Rover Sport was in China, and it drove all the way up on the stairs on the Great Wall of China. And I see this Range Rover Sport, a red one, right? And I see this freaking thing go all the way up on the freaking Great Wall of China. And I immediately told myself, I want that. I want that. And then I accepted that I was the Range Rover owner. And I lived from that place, even though I drove my VW. Whenever I drove my VW, I saw myself in the Range Rover. And within 3 months, I was in Joburg. And then, because I had a telecoms office in Joburg and in Cape Town as well. So I had to go for business to check everything is fine and stuff. So I was in Joburg and I drove past the Range Rover dealer. And something told me, no, go to the Range Rover dealer, man. Go there. And I was like, I made a U-turn. And I went back. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, yeah, we actually have a special on the Range Rover Sport. And they had the red one, the one that I wanted. And you're like, oh, you're special. So we started speaking. We sorted out everything, paperwork. Next thing you know, boom, they delivered the Range Rover in Cape Town. Because, of course, I live in Cape Town and I was in Joburg. Boom, it happened just so seamless. Seamless. I lived as though I was a Range Rover owner for about, say, 3 months. And then afterwards, I find myself in Joburg. Something tells me to go to the dealer. Next thing you know, I'm driving the Range Rover over the car dealership. And I was so freaking stoked. I was so happy, man. And to be honest with you, I actually want to now purchase the new Range Rover, because there's a new Range Rover Sport. And the reason why I want the new one is because this one was cool. I had an awesome experience. And just when I actually look at the new one, it was like, oh, wow. I was like, the immediate thing that I'm getting is like, it would be nice to actually experience that as well. You know? And that's the power that you as God, you are God, the creator of your reality. So when you see something you like, you can say, that would be nice. I want to experience that. That's why we came to this planet, to play and to dance. We did not come to this planet to live in stress, anxiety, and depression. Now, the reason why you live in stress, anxiety, and depression is because you forgot who you are. Now, when you remember who you are, you would know that stress, anxiety, depression is actually an illusion. Of course, I've been there. I've been anxious. I've been depressed. I know that it sucks. It hurts. It's not cool, man. It's not cool to be there. But when you remember who you are, all of a sudden, things change. Okay. So, Marilyn says that's cool. I drive a black 2009 Kia Sportage. Now, just visualize a big black K. And I like it. Okay, big black K. Yeah. Right, now you exactly know how to do it. You know, a red range is awesome too. Maybe I should manifest that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, like, you can have it all. You can have it all, Marilyn. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. But having said that, yeah, thank you so much, guys. It's always a pleasure to come on here to chat with you guys. And another reminder, we have one-on-one coaching, a discount, 50% off one-on-one coaching, only available for 24 hours. So if you're interested, click on the link and let's get cracking. We can help you manifest a wealthy mindset and manifest your big money goals. So we'd love to do that. Having said that, happy Thanksgiving to everybody that's, in the States. Happy Thanksgiving, and also happy blissful day, blissful evening, blissful morning. Keep smiling, and I'll catch you in the next one.